Bueno, muy buenas tardes a todos. Queremos darle la bienvenida de parte de la sección estudiantil AES Orson Welles. Hoy estamos nuevamente en un concierto virtual / masterclass junto a Marta. It's really nice to have you with us here, Marta. Y bueno, queremos darle la bienvenida nuevamente. Vamos a estar un poquito de su tiempo compartiendo aquí todos juntos. Y antes que todo, quiero presentarles o darles un pequeño intro acerca de Marta. Marta es una violinista eléctrica, pionera, que trasciende las fronteras musicales y es aclamada por su arte e innovadores programas educativos con los que está llevando a cabo junto a Eventide y Yamaha también. Bueno, es una artista en residencia de estas marcas. También tenemos a un representante, si no me equivoco, de Eventide que nos está apoyando. Muchas gracias, de verdad, en apoyar este tipo de charlas. Y también a AES Latam Estudiantes, que siempre ha estado presente en estas actividades. Sin más que decir, I don't think I have more to say, so Marta, you can keep with it.
Hola, Perú. You hear me okay? ¿Me oye?
Yeah.
Okay. Qué bueno. Es un placer estar aquí con ustedes. Estoy aquí en mi estudio cerca de New York, en Nueva Jersey, en New Jersey, Bayonne, New Jersey. Y bienvenido. Todo es muy extraño aquí. You know, it's very strange. Esta noche me voy a tocar mi música y me voy a hablar de mi proceso y cómo yo usar mi instrumento con mis equipos. Mira. Here's that bird's eye view. So, entonces, yo tengo pedales, dos rows of pedals. Este es mi looper. These are mis efectos, pedales de efectos. De tres de Eventide, esto es de Yamaha. Tengo expression pedals. Me voy a explicar más. Primeramente, esto es mi viola eléctrica. Es como una combinación de un violín y viola. Tiene 5 cuerdas. Bueno, yo toco en orquestas, pero I love to play with the electronics. So, me voy a tocar una pieza, se llama No Ordinary Window, la ventana no ordinario. Perdona mi español, pero yo me voy a tratar.
Está perfecto.
It's getting better, es mejor. Pero, es una pieza, escribí como 6 años pasados. Es en multi-movements, me voy a tocar un movimiento, se llama stained glass. No sé, I don't know how to say stained glass. Como en una iglesia. Las ventanas en una iglesia.
I actually wanted to ask, like, you said, you enjoy playing with orchestra, but how did, like, this digital work started for you? Using some pedals, effects, I don't know.
So
Maybe you found like more freedom to do some compositions.
this is the reason, Jean-Luc. When I was in school, way younger than you, I was playing a viola, a viola acustica, viola classica. A friend gave me a recording of Jean-Luc Ponty, and I put it on, and I knew that my world was changing.
Nice.
So I decided to get a instrument like he's playing, the blue 5-string violin, and I started exploring with different effects. Bueno, at that time there was no pedals like this. It was a big rack, like the I had a Lisa's quadriverb and a Lexus, Lexicon, Jamman. I used the Eventide H3000, but that was a big, had to schlep around a lot. So now I'm so happy that I have these pedals, which do pretty much the same thing, just in little foot pedals. So I do like a guitar player uses them, but I use them in a different kind of way, which I hope that you'll discover. You saw in the last piece that I played, I used the looper not as an ostinato like usually you expect. Let's see. Right? So usually you get a beat going. Sometimes I use it like that, but sometimes I use it just as a trigger, or I use it for layers. So as we go through, I'll show you different things. So this is my Eventide H9, and that has, I control that through my iPod, my iPad rather, through the iOS system. And I have all the control over the parameters. I use the expression pedals. So let me, what I do is I play a little bit of another section of No Ordinary Window. So just to show you, if I play that same melody without the effects, this is what it sounds like. Mira la diferencia, ¿no? So when I use the effects, the technology, and I'm going to show you, because I notated, this whole piece is notated out, and I'll show you how I notated the music and how I notate the electronics. Because when I was going through it, I had to figure out, it's up fifths and down fifths, what notes. And if I play the wrong notes, it's out of tune. Okay. So you see this, the score? No Ordinary Window, that's from my CD, No Ordinary Window. I wrote it for electric viola and effects processing. You have to have a lot of notes to explain everything, all the effects, how they are done. NOW means no ordinary window. That's a resonator. No ordinary, no, NOW2 is a harm modulator. Another resonator, different parameters. Vintage delay, more resonator or shimmer. And then I have to say if I'm using the heel or the toe of the expression pedal. When I'm looping, when I stop looping, if I trigger. So this is all the explanation for how to play this piece. And so in case somebody else wants to play it and they don't have exactly the same setup that I do, I did screenshots of the parameters so that you can see how much delay, how much reverb, how much resonance, and you can approximate it in any other foot pedal, any other processors. So this is the first movement. This was the piece that I played first. Let me show you how it sounds. Right? First note is this. Expression pedal. And then I record. And I start and I stop when I want that to come in. So you see, the rhythm is notated.
This looks like a bit more complicated to write like a normal composition to.
Yes, it is. In fact, it's like writing for a transposing instrument.
Yeah.
Because I have to write what I play, and then I have to write what it sounds like, and then I have to write how
what you do
I get
with
the sound.
yeah. What you do with your pedals and stuff too.
Yeah. So this is online. You're welcome to have a listen. No Ordinary Window. This movement, for example, it's all layers. I have 3 loops and just layering at different times, and so the harmonies keep changing. And there's no beat, there's no meter.
Nice.
So, yeah. Good. So let's see. I play another selection from another piece that I wrote that is called Dreaming in Sound. And the original version is with visuals, beautiful computer-generated visuals that they listen to the music and they change all the time. I don't have that right now, but I'll just play you a little bit of the music. You see me, sometimes I use 2 pedals, sometimes I use 3 pedals, because it's like in the kitchen. You're adding salt, you're adding sugar, and it always changes. So I always change the balance between the different effects that I'm using.
Is there a moment, I don't know how to say it exactly, but where you usually see these pedals and effects are in the floor.
Usually they are, yes.
Yeah, but it's comfortable for you to work like that just in these situations. Maybe in life is totally different.
No, bueno, in real life, when I play on a stage or in a club or wherever, everything is on the floor and I'm standing up, and that's how I usually play. And then sometimes I walk around. I have a wireless which I use, a relay G10 by line 6, so I can walk around the audience. Right now I'm plugged in, hardwired. But yes, that's, these days I had to configure my studio like the second week of March, as soon as COVID hit, and I knew everything got canceled. Todos mis conciertos, my tours, everything canceled. And so I knew I would have to do everything of my world. So, I got the fancy lights, that camera, the second camera, I figured out. That is my second iPhone on top of a table on top of my music stand. So, because it's just me doing my production. So
Yeah.
I had to learn all of that very quickly, and how to change the view so that you could see the pedals, because I do a lot of workshops and masterclasses and demonstrations. So this way you can see what I'm doing, and then I can change this so you can have a different objective. So
You at any moment point time, I don't know, you had the chance to play with this gear in orchestra or something similar, maybe?
this year, yes. In fact, in February, one of my last performances was at Carnegie Hall, and I was playing with Philip Glass. In fact, I'll show you something. So I took this picture backstage at Carnegie Hall, and if you see, that way, that's Philip Glass. So he produces the Tibet House benefit concerts that I play with them every year. You see there's a monk standing backstage, and we're all waiting for the show to happen at Carnegie Hall. And that was in February. And I did one more concert, and that was it. So that was with my string quartet on the stage playing. We played with Patti Smith and Iggy Pop and Philip and Laurie Anderson. So I miss the days of playing with a live audience.
Yeah, it's totally different right now, because like you said, you needed to adapt everything to just a corner of your room.
This has been my world. Really. The only good thing is that I don't have to pack up everything at time.
Yeah.
So other than that, I miss the audience. I miss people in the room, because the audience is as important as the performance, right? It depends if the audience is feeling good. If they're with me, I feel their energy, energía, or their vibe.
Yeah, it's complicated to hear the applauses we are doing or we're feeling, or we're, yeah.
I'm presuming that you're all applauding wildly and but no, I don't get that. I don't see it. I miss that a lot. So I can't wait to go, be able to go out and play for people, play with people, because I haven't been able to play chamber music. Sometimes I play on my roof. My student comes over and we play duets on the roof. I had something scheduled for next week, and it just got canceled because the resurgence of the virus. So, everybody's trying to make do. I teach. I teach at New Jersey City University. I created a new program called Multi-Style Strings. So that's just underway, but we can't do it in person, so we have to do it virtually, and it's very difficult because of the latency to have people play together. Try playing chamber music,
Yeah.
Es muy difícil. So, okay. Should I play one more thing, or do we have time? One more piece?
I'm not sure about the time, but yeah, we're gonna hear too.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Please, it's
Okay.
beautiful.
So, here's the other thing. I'm an improviser. So every time I play, unless it's Mozart or Beethoven, but if it's my music, I will always play it a little bit differently. So that, again, that's influenced by the audience. That gives me, as a performer, as a composer, as an arranger, to the freedom to play as I feel inside. And that is a big part of my music making. So everything that I've played so far tonight has had some kind of improvisation in it. So that's why I close my eyes sometimes.
Nice.
So I'm going to play a little bit of a song that's called Café Mars. And it was written, it's on my CD called Café Mars. It's a duo originally with electric guitar. But I do a version with my looper, a solo version, much shorter, but it's much nicer with the guitar, so go have a listen to the track on Café Mars. So I play a little bit of it to give you an example. I can be a bass, and I can be a drum set, and I can be a Martian.
Hay que hacer todo en uno. I think it's genius how this technology makes give you, how I said, the freedom to create, and it's not like a linear thing. I don't know how to say it, but
Yeah.
it has many things that you can pay attention to while listening, and it's wonderful.
Thank you. Yes, that's why I consider my electronics, whatever gear that I'm working with, to be a collaborator. So I keep trying new things, and it depends on the, if it's a pitch shifting or if it's delays. I play one note, I get a whole rhythm, or it creates a whole new harmony. So I'm constantly trying and experimenting, and sometimes I change. I even try in the middle of a performance, or sometimes I make a mistake, or a pedal doesn't work, and right away I'm like, okay, I try something new. It's an opportunity. No mistakes. There are opportunities to try something new. That's what this whole COVID is about. It's an opportunity to try something new that we never would have thought, and now we need to, and so we need to make the best of it.
Yeah, it's what I, yeah, technically that, because I was trying to say, like, any mistake can be a mistake, really, because something new borns, if we can say, about from this little mistake.
Exactly.
Nice. Nice.
Exactly. See. Yeah, I mean, if I'm playing Mozart or Bach and I make a mistake, then everybody knows. But or what they say: if you make a mistake, make the same mistake twice.
You you usually, like, encourage your students to try about these new technologies with music, or maybe like an advanced level, maybe not in the
Yeah,
middle.
yeah. I work with all levels. I work with little kids. I have them try. They love to try. They play one note, pizzicato note, and it sounds like a raindrop. Or I work with high school, college students. I also work with teachers, because a lot of teachers don't know how to work with electronics like this. So that's why I do a lot of workshops for Eventide and for Yamaha, teaching a lot all the time. But it's not new. This has been around for a long 20, 30 years. Jean-Luc Ponty says, he's been doing it since that long. But it's hard for people to learn in school. So that's what I teach them. Look, I'm not an audio engineer. I'm not a composer by training. I learned everything as I went along. And so you'll see in a second, I had to teach myself how to use a digital audio workstation, because I'm recording, now I'm using plugins, I'm editing, I'm mixing, I'm remixing, as you'll hear. And so I needed to become, I'm not a professional, but I can use it as another instrument. So that's how I consider it. And that's why the name of this tour, I called it the creative power of music and audio. So that we should never lose sight of the creativity and the collaborative part of music and audio.
Yeah, we were able to hear, like, a bit about the remixing you were talking about, but anyway, I have, like, I don't know, emotion. I want to hear more about it. So yeah, expecting it.
So that's a good segue to go to the the masterclass part of it. So maybe we can have, I think Carlos is going to talk a little bit about he sent me the stems. So every country that I go to, I receive what's called stems. Maybe you can explain that. It's a song, but in broken down into all the tracks so that I can remix it and I can create something new with it. So I'll let Carlos talk about it, and then I'll play the song, the full song that he sent, and then I'll play what I did to it.
Ok, entonces Carlos va a apoyarnos un poco con la explicación de la grabación que hemos tenido, hemos realizado, o se ha realizado, mejor dicho, con alumnos de Ingeniería de Sonido el 2019, si no me equivoco. Carlos, no sé si estés ahí vivo todavía, como para que nos puedas explicar todo esto. ¿Qué tal te ha ido en la grabación? ¿Alguna experiencia o algo por el estilo también?
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Buenas noches con todos. Bueno, no sé si ya debo empezar a hablar en inglés.
Poquito a poquito, creo.
Bueno, mi inglés no es tan bueno, pero Martha, it's a pleasure to meet you. As you know, I'm a member of my project team. We recorded and produced 3 songs, 2 songs composed by the musician, and a cover of the Indian caporal genre. The cover was called Todo Mi Corazón. This is the song that I'm going to explain. This is a song by Yuri, a musician singer. When we record this song, we put Indian and African instruments on it, like the quena, the quenacho, the djembe, the African percussion instrument, and another instruments like the guitar, the drum, the bass, the exshakers, the güiro. All these were the instruments that we used. So the recorder of this thing lasted a week, and the production lasted almost a week too. Monday and Tuesday, we recorded the percussion instruments. Wednesday and Thursday, we recorded the wind instruments, and Friday and Saturday, the voice. More or less, that was the process. So if you have a question.
Okay, so well, I will play the track. Let me share my screen so you can see it while I play it. And you have some beautiful pan flutes in there, which I'm curious. Did the vocalists also play the flutes, or was it different people?
Sorry, what was the question?
Te pregunto si la persona que tocó las flautas, que al parecer están paneadas, ¿fue el mismo vocalista o fue otra persona, otro intérprete?
Yes, was another
Okay.
Another music.
Because I see that you didn't, you made sure, well, we'll play it, but to not have the flutes play at the same time that the voices were.
Yeah. My friend, my team friend is he played the flute and another instruments.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Let me play it.
Oh, thank you.
Dime quién eres, cómo apareciste, qué buena mi suerte, eres diferente a las demás. He estado esperándote en el sol, quizás no comprendas cómo soy, pero tenlo por seguro que no voy a fallar, porque tengo el corazón que va a estallar. Todo mi corazón es para ti. No me preguntes más, yo soy así. Todo mi corazón, ya no hay más nada que decir. Dime si sientes cuánto te he querido, no puedo perderte, eres mi refugio hasta el final. He estado soñando con tu amor, sin ti ya no hay vida, no hay razón, pero tenlo por seguro que no voy a fallar, porque tengo el corazón donde tú estás. Todo mi corazón es para ti. No me preguntes más, yo soy así. Todo mi corazón, ya no hay más nada que decir. Pero tenlo por seguro que no voy a fallar, porque tengo el corazón donde tú estás. Todo mi corazón es para ti. No me preguntes más, yo soy así. Todo mi corazón, ya no hay más nada que decir. Todo mi corazón, no, 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 no. Todo mi corazón, es para ti. Todo mi corazón, es para ti.
You're muted.
Dime quién eres, cómo apareciste, qué buena mi suerte, eres diferente a las demás. He estado esperándote en el sol, quizá.
How about now? Am I on?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and perdona, porque I forgot to turn on the drum track for the first time around. But it's so beautiful. It doesn't actually need the drums, but just to, the drums, the percussion was there, which is everything goes so beautifully. And the song, obviously, Todo mi corazón, I know it's with all my heart. So it's un canción de amor, ¿no?
Sí.
Sí, muy lindo. I was hearing like a whole choir singing in the background with beautiful harmonies. And so what I did was I took the drums out because to me, it's nice with the drums, but it doesn't even need it because it's so beautiful with just the chords of the guitar and the vocals and the flutes. And then I took the bass out also. So here's what it sounds with the bass.
Dime quién eres, cómo apareciste, qué buena mi suerte, eres diferente a las demás. He estado esperándote en el sol, quizás no comprendas cómo soy, pero tenlo por seguro que no voy a fallar, porque tengo el corazón que va a estallar. Todo mi corazón, todo mi corazón es para ti.
Oh, you're muted right now.
Okay. The percussion, I would suggest to maybe just have the güiro on there, very light percussion. You don't need because having the bass and the drums kind of brings it down, and it's so beautiful. It's like Romeo and Juliet, like Romeo playing the guitar and Juliet is up in the balcony.
It has like a personal, more, I don't know, feeling that having a band following it, just I was like trying to understand what you were trying to say, and
So what I did was I like to experiment with the plugins that I have. So I put from these quadrivox. So what I did was I duplicated the voice track. So I have two different settings of the plugin, and this expands. You see it has panning a la izquierda y la derecha, y también delay, and también it shifts the pitch. So what I did was I did some experimenting. This is not, I wouldn't record this, but just to give you an idea of what it sounds like when expanded, when you detune to make it sound like a choir, you detune the voices just a little bit so it sounds like different voices. I spread them out. I also added some panning on the panned flutes. And so let me show. It's not ideal, but I added some harmonies, so you'll see where I was going with this. It just gives you an opportunity to hear when you experiment with different effects, different plugins.
Esperándote en el sol, quizás no comprendas cómo soy, pero tenlo por seguro que no voy a fallar, porque tengo el corazón que va a estallar. Todo mi corazón, todo mi corazón está aquí. No me preguntes más, yo soy así.
Oh, you're muted. I think every time you come back
I know.
from Logic.
I need to reboot. So it just gives you an idea of what happens when you spatialize and you add some harmonies and open it up. I'd love to hear this with a big chorus with different harmonies and with the spatialization, left and right and the panning. So it just gives you an idea. I added some harmonizations, but you would do better than I would. This is just, I didn't have too much time, but it gives you an idea what you could do.
Carlos, es técnicamente eso. O sea, te está mostrando otro punto de vista tal vez de la misma mezcla. Y está interesante en realidad.
Yeah, it's so interesting. Sorry, how do you say lamentable? My friends, they are not here, but when we recorded this, we want to that song se acercara, was near the Peruvian typical songs. Yeah. and that's
no, it comes
day.
through with that. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
What you have is beautiful. I wouldn't touch it. It's just to give you an idea of what sounds like when you start adding, processing and
yeah, it's so interesting. So,
yeah. No, I mean, it's a beautiful song. Bravo.
Oh, thank you so much.
So, okay, if we have any other questions or comments.
I don't know if we have some. Maybe we're waiting for you to play with it, with this song.
Oh, you want me to play with the song? That costs more. I have to put my bucket up. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm an improviser. I'm game for it. Sure. Let me put it back with the original.
apareciste, qué buena mi suerte. Eres diferente a las demás. He estado esperándote en el sol. Quizás no comprendas cómo soy, pero tenlo por seguro que no voy a fallar, porque tengo el corazón que va a estallar. Todo mi corazón, todo mi corazón es para ti. No me preguntes más, yo soy
Martha,
así.
sorry, we can hear the viola.
Todo
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, great.
eres diferente a las demás. He estado esperándote en el sol. Quizás no comprendas cómo soy, pero tenlo por seguro que no voy a fallar, porque tengo el corazón que va a estallar. Todo mi corazón, todo mi corazón es para ti.
Marta, disculpa.
No me preguntes más.
No, we can.
Okay, well, no sé. Are you hearing the mic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
That's
So I
something
don't.
weird.
There's some reason why it's not going. Well, what I was playing was beautiful. I'll tell you. Sorry, I don't know why that's not working out. We'll have to figure that out for next time. So,
Something weird was happening.
but you hear it now when I play.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. When I play the track, it goes away. I don't know. Say, lo siento. You know what? I leave the microphone on. Tell me if you can hear it this way.
Todo mi corazón, ya no hay más nada que decir.
No.
Dime si sientes cuánto te he querido.
Anyway, we have a question, and it says, how about your experience working with Latin American music in this tour? How did you feel it? It's muted again.
Okay, let me explain. This is such a different process that I usually use, so I'm still getting used to it. So perdona. No, I love it. I've been to Cuba a few times. I've been to Argentina. I've been to Brazil, but I haven't been to Peru. I've been to Mexico, but let's see, where else on this tour? Argentina, Bolivia, Ecuador. I haven't been to. Colombia, I haven't. So right now, I'm just getting a flavor for the music and the musicians, and so I hope to be able to come there in person and actually play with you all. So, but the music is beautiful. I'm teaching a course on Caribbean music, and we just finished up with some salsa.
Like a mix of every kind of music.
Yeah, we started with Jamaica, then we went to Haiti, Dominican Republic, Cuba, and we finished with Puerto Rico. So I'm having a great tour.
Yeah.
I'm not even using my passport.
Yeah, definitely we couldn't be like so fast in many countries. And this is just because of what we are living right now.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
yeah, it's great, nice. I don't know, to know or to hear that you are like having these experiences with Latin American music and Peruvian music right now. And yeah, that's what I try to say.
Me encanta. I'd love to play more. So let's do it when we can. I want to just take two minutes, if I can, to introduce my colleague. David Acosta is here. He is the new Latin American ambassador to Eventide. And we've just created a brand new page that's in Spanish, and he's doing all this wonderful events and translations about the plugins and the pedals. So if you have any questions, preguntas, David, do you want to talk a little bit?
Bueno, buenas noches a todos. Muchísimas gracias por la apertura. Hemos tenido un tour increíble. Bueno, yo soy parte de la UDLA. Fuimos la última fecha antes de Orson Welles. Y tengo el gusto ahora de trabajar con Marta. Ella es parte de lo que queremos hacer en Eventide para Latinoamérica. Entonces quiero invitarles a todos que sigan a la página. Es Eventide Latinoamérica en Facebook. Y bueno, vamos a tener contenido en español, contenido direccionado para nuestro continente, para nuestras comunidades. Y bueno, tenemos sorpresas para lo que se viene, seminarios, artistas invitados. Entonces, esperamos que todos los que están presentes pues se unan a esta nueva propuesta. Y de nuevo, gracias por la invitación de parte de Eventide. Sé que Marta lo está disfrutando muchísimo. She's enjoying a lot doing this. She's an amazing musician, so I'm really happy to work with her. So thank you again.
Thank you, David. Gracias. And I want to thank, I'm getting an echo. So I want to thank AES Estudiantes, Cesar Lamstein and John Crivet, and Eventide, and my production team, Brian and Carla in particular. You guys are rock and rolling. You're coming on tour with me when I go, for real. And each stop, everybody's been so wonderful. I'm having a great time.
Qué genial que haya sido así este tour para ti, Marta. Thank you for being with us again. It was a excellent masterclass and exhibition of this work you're doing, even with the students. I don't know. It's been nice.
Un placer. Thank you for having me. Everybody stay safe and make a lot of music.
Thank you very much, Marta. Every time we learn more for you. All amazing. Very, very amazing.
Bueno, muchas gracias. Creo que no hay alguna pregunta pendiente por ahí que podamos responder. Gracias a todos. Nuevamente Eventide y AES Latinoamérica Estudiantes, que ha estado siempre pendiente y realizando este tipo de charlas. Muchas gracias por apoyarnos, por hacer esto posible, por coordinaciones y desde flyers, todo, desde lo más pequeño hasta este tipo de charlas. Que se logren es muy genial y bueno, hay que aprovecharlas. Igual les mandamos muchos saludos a todos, esperemos que todos estén bien en casa, desde la sección estudiantil de AES Orson Welles desde todo Perú, en realidad. Muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros.
Manuel, una foto antes de irnos para el recuerdo, por favor.
Una fotito, todas sus mejores caras, por favor.
Ok.
Que alguien nos diga, por favor, cuándo nos podemos
Ok,
mover.
1, 2, 3. Whiskey. Ok, thank you.
Gracias, muchas gracias a todos.
Thank you.